What's up guys, it's Eric from B-Side. Today we are going to be installing another PA2 T2 micro power amplifier, and today it's going to be on this 2020 Toyota Corolla without JBL but with factory navigation. This same kit is also compatible with other select 2018 and up Toyota models, and for you guys with no JBL, this is going to really transform how your sound system sounds in your vehicle. It will sound better than the factory JBL equipped systems if you're wondering, and it'll add that additional punch that you're looking for and that clarity, which will really make your sound experience much better than your factory Toyota sound system. So I'm gonna go ahead and do like a before and after with a little visualization and show you how much difference that makes. And on top of that, I'll show you how to install this and show you how easy it is. All right, well, let's not waste any time, get in the car and get started. All right guys, so now that we're in the car, the first thing we want to do is we want to remove this dash panel piece. It will just pop right out. So I'll go ahead and just try with my fingers here. Yep, there it is. Just pull it out towards you, like so. Just put it aside, safe location. Next, we're going to pull this out. Try to pull it out with my hands. Okay, there it is. Just place my hand inside the vent. Just pull it towards you, like so. And once you have this out, there's going to be a connector on the bottom here. They're going to remove. So whenever you deal with connectors, you want to always push down on the release tab and pull out, never on holding the connector. Don't ever pull on the cable because you might end up damaging it. So like this, and you're gonna hold this, you're gonna pull it out. Okay, there's another one here, same thing. Just push down on the release tab, and then we're going to remove it like so. I'll go ahead to set aside the assembly here, and once we have this out, there's few 10mm bolts that we're going to remove. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're going to have to kind of reach down on your head to remove it. So let me show you where it is. Let's go down right here. That's one. Okay, and we got two facing up this way. It's going to be a little tricky removing it using this power tool because it's kind of big. So we are going to use a wrench. We're going to use a small extension for this. All right. And then let me grab the other one. All right, terrific. Now we got all those 4 bolts out. Go ahead and lay a thick towel here, and I'm gonna pull out the radio and set it on the towel, like so. All right, and then now let me grab my amplifier and the harness. One of our first videos that we made showing you how to install this, it was installed incorrectly. So if you already seen that, just make sure to not connect it that way. Instead, you're gonna connect it the correct way, which I'm gonna show you in this video. So this amp over here, you'll see this gain here. By default, it's gotta be maxed out, but before you put away your radio, go ahead and test it, because on some vehicles, if you max it out, you're gonna get a little bit of noise. So you might have to turn it down a little bit. Noise as in when there's no music playing, you might hear like some static noise. That's the gain is up too much, so you could go ahead and lower it if that's the case. And these are additional audio inputs. If you have like a high definition sound player, you could go ahead and connect it to this as well. These are 2 locations we're going to connect the connector to. All right, so the 2 connectors I'm going to be working on are these 2 right here. So once again, push down on the release tab and then pull out. I'll do it again on this one as well, like so. And there's gonna be 2 matching connectors here, like that, and like so. Okay, and then go ahead and grab this and start like that. And here's the other connector here, and we're going to connect this into here and then this to our system. So before, I think what we did was we went like this and we connected this to this guy, right? So we made a mistake connecting these two, which basically does nothing, and we reconnected the factory one. But instead, correct way is to connect the factory into our harness, and our harness into the radio. And then on the amp side, we have this connector, and then also this connector here. And lastly, we have this ground hook that we are going to ground it right here. And we're going to loosen that using either a 8mm socket or a Phillips screwdriver. Okay, cool deal. So let me do a really quick test just to make sure the audio level is good, and then we're gonna go ahead and tidy it up and find a location for it behind the radio. So for this Corolla, we could leave the gain at max, and there's no static noise or hissing noise that we encounter, so we could go ahead and keep it at max. All right, so next, let's find a good location for it. All right, so we found a good location. It's behind the radio to the right side, but because it's not a tight fit, it could potentially move around. So we're gonna add some foam tape to our amplifier, which will make sure you won't get any rattling or any sounds while it's back there. All right, so the radio's back in. When you push back the radio, just make sure you don't pinch any of the wires or cables to the bracket, because that could damage the harness. And if it damaged the harness, the device might not work. And at the worst case scenario, you can short the system. So be very, very careful. There's plenty of room back there. And once again, the amp is going to be placed on the right side. There's a lot of room over there. But because there's a lot of room and the device is aluminum and it's heavy, I recommend you wrap it with some foam tape, just like I shown in this video, and then to ensure that it won't rattle or make any noise or so forth. So let me go ahead and complete the installation. I'll put those bolts back on, and then we'll do an after to show you the comparison. All right, so we just finished installing the kit. Okay, we put all our panels back, so let's do a comparison on the after. Okay, we're gonna play the same music at 30.
Step up in the building, killing it, they thought I wouldn't. 0 to 100, baby, I'm dripping in diamonds. This goes in my eyes, it's special. Climb up to my level. Wanna see the view. When you do it like that, kiss it like that, making it last fast, bring it right back. Wear it like that, move it like that, like it like, do it like that, kiss it like that, making it last fast, bring it right back. Wear it like that, move it like that, like it like, do it like that.
All right, guys, well, this concludes our installation demonstration video on our PA2 T2 BeatSonic micro power amplifier. Super easy to install. You can fit it behind your radio, and on top of that, it makes the biggest difference in your car stereo system. So if you're looking to have a better sounding sound system in your vehicle, look no further. Try this out, PA2T2 BeatSonic micro power amplifier, and I promise you will not be disappointed. Any other questions? Drop a line below in our comment section, or you can email us at info@beatsonikusa.com. And if you haven't yet, help us by subscribing and liking our video. Thank you very much, and see you guys at the next video.